Live now to Baghdad. Al Jazeera's Jane Arraf is there. There's no end to this violence, it seems, Jane. There have been further attacks on Sunday.
Absolutely, Adrian. And those attacks were on military targets as well as the civilian targets we saw last night. And really, it's the scope of the targets, the widening of the target base, and the coordinated nature of attacks such as the 11 car bombs that hit the Capitol last night that really has people worried. When you think of the amount of coordination that would have to go into that, the security checks they had bypassed, the sheer amount of money, and then the suicide bombers who have been blowing themselves up lately, it all really points, according to most Iraqis, to an alarming rise in violence here that security forces just can't handle. Adrian?
Are people having to modify their behavior? These attacks, it seems, particularly the ones we saw yesterday and earlier in the week, are happening just as people are ending their fast. It is, of course, the holy month of Ramadan. It seems that they're deliberately targeting families and children.
They absolutely are. They're trying to sow the maximum amount of terror. We were just out just a few minutes ago, actually, in one of the neighborhoods where there was a car bomb. It hit a crowded market, and two of the dead were brothers who sold watermelons. Now, security is so afraid of the consequences of this, and the government is so afraid of the negative publicity that it won't let anyone film around there. But in talking to people, it was quite extraordinary. The people next to the watermelon sellers, whose family was mourning them at that very moment, said that their father had been there the previous night when the bombing took place, and they plan to stay open. There's a sense of fatalism here, a sense of destiny, a sense of fate, but also a real sense of desperation that no matter what they do, whether they're in their homes, at their shops, even in the mosque, they could be targeted. And for many people, it leaves no way out. Adrian?
Jane, many thanks. Jane Arraf reporting live there from Baghdad.